This is a video for APAlgebraHelper, available for iPhone and iPod Touch on the App Store. It's a solutions app for algebraic equations: linear, quadratic polynomial, quadratic factored, and dual linear. It helps find the solutions and also graph the equations that are described. It has a instructions panel that gives you some help on how to use the app. The way it works is you unlock one of the parameters and then adjust the other parameters to show the solution. On the graphing panel, you can do a similar thing where you select one of the parameters to change, and it basically always solves for the y parameter in this case. You can pan around on the graph, you can zoom in and out to get a very detailed look at your plot that you're doing. The blue circle shows the solution of the current x and y values. On the quadratic polynomial form, you see a couple extra items on the list to handle all the parameters that we've got. In addition, the x parameter shows x1 and x2 since there are two solutions to quadratic equations, and also the possibility of having complex solutions. So in this case, the imaginary component pops up when it's needed. Using the blue and red unlock keys, you can select what parameter to solve for. Now on the solution panel, we see a parabola with the two circles indicating the two x and y solutions. The blue is the currently selected x, and the gray is the other solution. When you select the x parameter on this, you'll have another switcher control that'll let you switch which of the two solutions is currently active. That lets you control the solution exactly how you need it. You can also control the range of the slider to get very precise numbers, or you can use the keypad to enter an exact value. Being able to change the values and see the plot as it happens is a powerful way to understand these type of equations. Coming back, we'll next go to the quadratic in the factored form, where y is x plus a times x plus b. So again, you notice the x parameter has two solutions for x and the ability to show complex numbers. Moving in and out using the y, it's pretty easy to see the complex and non-complex modes. We'll show it again here graphically. There the solutions have combined graphically and come down off the parabola in the case where the values are complex. The graph reacts a little differently to changes in a and b than the polynomial form does. So it's interesting to note the difference of those when you're working with these equations. The dual linear panel is a little different in that we're always solving for the x and y that's the intersection of those two lines. So you're not selecting what parameter to solve for in this case. It's always locked to the x and y of the intersection. On the plot, it's really easy to see how this works. Again, the blue circle is the current x and y. And again, you can change the values for x or for the slope or intercept for either of the lines. The dual solutions make it easy to solve sets of equations, which are some of the harder algebra problems in beginning algebra. You can also use the fine precision to make the lines nearly parallel, in which case our zooming comes in really handy to find where the intersection went. As the lines go parallel, the intersection can move pretty quickly. And on the instructions panel is a write-up of how to use the sliders and how to work through an example using the linear case. So again, there's linear, quadratic polynomial, quadratic factored, and dual linear. It's APAlgebraHelper, and it's on the App Store.